I definitely feel the need to compliment on the professionalism at LangGo, as I was constantly reminded to finish my assignments, which made me more self-disciplined and start putting more effort into polishing my writing assignments.
Hey guys, welcome to the LangGo show. My name is Mai and I will be today's host. I am very proud and happy that we are going to welcome a very special guest. He just received a 7.5 in IELTS exam and he's a very enthusiastic student of IELTS LangGo. So welcome Anh Duy to today's talk show. Alright, so first of all, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Anh Duy. I'm 18 years old. Currently, I am a 12th grade student at Thạch High School. Previously, I was a member of class IAC 82 by Mr. Chang at IELTS LangGo. I began my first course at LangGo last June, then took a 2-month break before finally finishing the IELTS advanced level in December. After 4 months learnings with IELTS LangGo, recently I just received the result of my very first official IELTS test with an overall score of 7.5 and I'm super excited about it.
Alright, that's really fantastic and I'm very curious about your journey at LangGo. So, why did you decide to study at LangGo?
Well, there are actually quite a few reasons leading to my decision. At first, I intended to pick up IELTS on my own because there are online materials and language learning center are pretty pricey. But some of my friends who were also former students at LangGo suggested that learning with the instruction from someone who is more experienced with IELTS would be beneficial for me. So I changed my mind and eventually signed up for a course in LangGo because LangGo is officially partnered with IDP and my friend's score after the time in LangGo was very admirable. I have 2 friends who scored 7.0 on IELTS and they were both LangGo students, which gave me hope that I would improve a lot here. Aside from that, I believe that I had a very strong foundation in English, so that just encouraged me a lot more to register here.
Thank you for being a very valued member of IELTS LangGo. How would you describe your experience while studying at LangGo?
I would say that it was helpful, energetic, and professional. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be here sharing all of this if all the knowledge I've learned in LangGo wasn't really helpful and informative for me. So we can all agree on that. Then the next thing that I really like here learning with everyone was the vibe and the atmosphere we had together. I remember my first class in LangGo was almost full of girls. There was also another boy in the class, but we didn't talk that much. And I felt like I was gonna be quiet for the next 2 months because, well, I was never a sociable person to begin with. But everyone was so friendly and energetic that I couldn't do much but to be more interactive and start stepping out myself. And last but not least, I definitely feel the need to compliment on the professionalism at LangGo, as I was constantly reminded to finish my assignments, which made me more self-disciplined and start putting more effort into polishing my writing assignments.
Well, I'm very happy that you are feeling a lot more confident now going, right? So, were there any specific technique that you find really helpful while studying for IELTS?
To be honest, my strong foundation in English basically just allowed me to do pretty well on reading, listening, and speaking. But apparently that wasn't the case with my writing, especially on writing test 2. I didn't have any trouble, using any fancy vocabulary or complicated structure, but not knowing what to write down next was a significant problem for me. But then I would taught the mirror method here in LangGo, which is a thought process that helps connect sentences together and following a respectable order of main point, explanation, example, and result. My essay then stood out immediately. Some of them were even marked 8.0, and you can actually use this one in speaking, which I find really versatile and useful.
Okay, so last question. Do you have any advice or any words of encouragement to those who are studying English, and especially for those who are conquering IELTS as well?
I think not all people take it into their mind, but the actual purpose of the IELTS test is to see how you can comprehend and communicate in English before giving you the result based on the efficiency of your performance. So my first advice for everyone is to understand your own English. You should only use words or structure that you actually know, because spamming C1 or C2 vocabulary might negatively affect your score if incorrectly used. The negative is for those who feel like they're having trouble improving their IELTS, which I believe you may have been through at one single point of time throughout the journey to conquer IELTS. You should have a particular goal in mind before practicing. Practice makes perfect, we get it, but only when you know what your weaknesses are to actually improve and make progress.
Alright, thank you so much for your very insightful talk show, quote unquote, today. And I do believe that we've had a very funny and very easy, confident conversation, right? Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. If you guys are practicing and conquering to get IELTS 7.5 or 7 like anh Duy, so please leave a message and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!